Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Just getting some things set up here. Sorry, I'm late. Um, yeah, it's been a hiking weekend for me, so just getting home. Had a pretty long one today with my dog. So I see 7 people in here. I see some comments, but I think they're from earlier. 254. Yeah, sorry guys about the mix-up. I'll probably have to make this a little later in the like around now time for Sundays for a while because it's like a good time for me to get out and hike. So, hold on, screen this camera too. What's up, Mac? I see you're here actively. All right, I just dropped a link there if anybody wants to join. I'm just getting a couple things ready here. Oops. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey, what's up, Josh? I did have a good weekend. Yep. I just got back from taking my dog on a hike. So, sorry, guys. I'm just playing with a couple things here. Mm-mm-mm. All right. So I have to. One thing I have to do today. I have to get. Actually, I have a lot I have to do still today. But I have to get a game show ready for or some kind of competition ready for Tuesday night.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
How you guys doing?
How's
Good.
everyone
How are you?
doing?
Hey,
What's
Cody, I
up?
don't know how you guys doing.
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Just having a lazy Sunday.
Yeah, we just Instacart made me mad. So no Instacart.
I gotta change this.
Well, we all know how Steve feels about Instacart.
It's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite. I gotta go to a bad camera. There we go.
We need some Instacart grief counseling.
Instacart Shoppers Anonymous.
Yeah. We attend IA.
That's funny.
Hold on. I gotta get a light now.
Steve, I got 4 words for you.
4?
Yeah. Caravan to the arch.
I gotta get a light in here now that I got the stupid camera going.
How you guys doing for the day?
We just kind of started just to kind of feel it out. I'm gonna take my oldest to the lake, and then I'll probably come back out this evening and hit it.
Yeah, that's the good thing about these apps. You can just, work whenever you want.
Yeah, we're just kind of. So we accepted this Instacart. It was 30. What was it? $30.
$30 for 3 things at Lowe's.
Yeah. So we get there, we get all the stuff, and it was some mortar mix, so it was kind of chalky, kind of heavy. And then so we get all this. So we get all the way to the checkout, and it declines. So we thought, oh, maybe we did something wrong on the app. So we tried to do something a little different. It keeps declining. It was so irritating. Then it wouldn't let us cancel the batch. So anyway, we deleted Instacart off the phone now. Like, it's gone.
I don't blame you.
Did you call them and deactivate your account?
Well, because you couldn't get through on the phone. It said their 800 number, whatever, says the number was no longer in service. I'm like, oh, really?
What the hell?
Yeah, it was weird. So we used the chat. So I was angry when I made the chat. I said, I want this canceled. Like, do it now. I don't want your story. I don't want the script. The customer's card is declined, and you have 1 minute or I'm deleting the app. Well, then, of course, he comes on with the script, and I'm like, okay, now you're down to 30 seconds, dude. I'm just deleting the app. I was like, I don't care what the disposition is. We're done. Like, so we deleted the app. Like, we're done with it.
Right, but they still got you. They still got you turned on. Like, as far as they care, you're still an active Instacarter.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Well, because deleting
okay.
the app isn't gonna delete. You got to call. I mean, if you're serious about it, you don't have to. But if you want to seriously be off their platform, you got to call them.
Right.
Were they not able to do anything on their end to get the card to go through?
No, I don't know. I just the order was going how many miles? Like 10 miles. I'm telling you what.
10 miles.
By the time we had lifted 200 pounds worth of order, it was just a deal breaker. It pissed me off. Put it that way.
Wow, especially after you spent all that time shopping for the items.
Yeah, we spent 45 minutes on it. Yeah.
What's up, Mac?
Hey, John.
So, John, I don't have a picture on you. I don't know what's going on with my crap connection back here in this room, but oh my gosh, you know what? Driver Sensei, you're here. Oh my God, you need to come on this. Get on this live. I need your help. I actually need to put together like a game show by Tuesday night. And Sensei's like the best at that too. Like we do. I need your help, bro. Get on here. There's a link at the top.
The Sensei coming to the arch?
No, I need his help right now though.
No, I mean, I was just, as like a side note, he's not coming to the conference.
I don't think so. No.
I would love to meet him.
I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't think so though. But he'd be good. He'd be good to help me put something. I got to put something together for. Hey, Cody, what happened with your guys' thing yesterday? By the way, I've been out of touch with all YouTube.
Oh man, where do we start? That was wild. We did $110.04. We literally had a last second acceptance that we a DoorDash that we took that put us right over the top, barely. But
We won by $2.
yeah, I think we
Oh, you
won by
did?
like $1. Yeah,
Yeah.
like by like $1.80. But
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
nice.
yeah, it got Yeah, we were almost sunk. Put it that way.
I can't tell. Is that Mac? Are you getting like an interrupted signal from Alaska Gig and Guns?
It's cutting in and out a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it?
I mean, no worries. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't, because I'm trying to fix the internet back here where I am, and it's just always a trying issue. But
I guess I'm not moving enough for you to be able to tell if mine's skipping, huh?
well, no, now yours went slow on me too. Now his looks HD though. I don't know.
So I ordered a few sandwiches from Jersey Mike's for myself and my family today, and I'm trying to track it. And you know how like when you order a third party, it gives you like a link to DoorDash's website so you can track it. I click on the link and it says this web page isn't available. Typical DoorDash.
I always like using the pickup options and going in there, and then they think I'm actually in there as a DoorDash driver picking up a DoorDash order. I'm like, no,
So they ignore you.
I'm picking up my order.
Yeah. That's funny.
Okay, that makes me feel better. Thanks, Brandon. I was like, wait, everything's going wrong back here.
I know why I'm probably buffering.
You're not now. You were. I was thinking it was me. Now you look like you're not.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm uploading GoPro videos and stuff, so it's taking a lot of the bandwidth right now.
Oh, nice. Are you putting them on YouTube?
Not yet. It's going into storage.
YouTube. You don't have the cloud thing.
No,
with
I've got the GoPro subscription, so I'm throwing everything to the up there for storage. Yeah. That's my biggest crutch right now is the storage.
Yeah, I think I got I had a GoPro 3 that I used until I got this GoPro 10.
Yeah.
So I had a GoPro 3 until I had the 10.
Nice.
But I use it for things like way outside of this stuff. I use it for snowboarding and backcountry stuff. And the 3, like till last year, the 3 was like, anyway. The 3 was badass. I gotta tell like anybody who's like, man, oh, you got a 3, like, yeah, I'm back 7 versions, but even the 3 shot like tight HD, man. Like I don't know what people are talking about.
My biggest issue right now with the GoPro is its connectivity to like the phones and stuff. When the GoPro Quick app and video control and stuff, that stuff just drops so much. It's so unreliable.
I haven't used it enough to know. I'm like new to the 10. In fact, like I've been a little thrown off by like its battery heating and stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Where did it go?
In fact, I've heard about these batteries like sweltering up. And like you got to take like tweezers and stuff to get them removed at some point because of heat. And mine just slides in and out easy. But I've seen it. I've seen people show it where it like has like kind of melted into the sides.
Yeah, when I was doing some of the testing when I first bought mine, I've got the 9, and it was heating up pretty quick. Until I got the media mod. It has this. It's just basically like a little cage type thing. Has better mic. Has HDMI, better connections to it. But if you run this and then take the battery out and you have the continuous power, there's doors you can get and everything allow you to be able to plug it in and stuff. But then I haven't had any overheating issues with it. But,
so you're saying like don't even put a battery in.
Right.
You've got to like connect. Yeah.
Right. If you can run it continuously. I've heard some people because they're action cams, they're designed for outdoor type stuff. And a lot of times the overheating issues are just being put into the use that I guess the cameras weren't intended for, but they're getting better. I know I've mentioned my next purchase. I want to get an Insta 360 RS1. I've heard that they don't have as bad overheating issues.
Yeah, Brandon. So check this out. So I was just saying I've like used a 3 until now. So like obviously with 3, if you don't already know, like it had no connectivity to an app or anything. Like you literally were on some old school like black and white like selection screens. You couldn't see the video you were shooting on a 3. I mean, not even just color. It was black and white, like navigation. You couldn't even do it with your finger. You had to like navigate with these 2 buttons that always would throw you off too. So when you're saying like, did I wear a hole in the button on the 10? I really haven't had a chance to abuse it yet, but it does feel like I could. I've had a GoPro long enough to know that I used to have like a metal button that pushed down like much nicer. It just felt more like I would use the app for everything I would do with this now.
Right.
I wouldn't try. I don't think I'd power it on with the button. I don't think I'd use these buttons unless I had to. I would do everything off the app, but maybe I'm wrong. Mac has more experience with these than I do. I'm like a number 3 guy who's like been pulling my footage like by plugging it into the computer when I get home from snowboarding. I've been doing it that way since 2006 or what 8 or whatever this is from. So like I'm new to this whole app thing. You know, I'm new to the like, whoa, the app's pretty cool. But then like, dude, the battery that came with it died immediately. Like I got like 20 minutes off it.
Yeah.
And so then I went and bought one of these battery cases that has the 3 ports in it for 3 different batteries.
Right.
And the other 2 are okay, but man, like another thing about the 3, and maybe it's because it doesn't have the full color features and all these things that this one does, but even the new batteries aren't that great. Is that just a thing? You can't get batteries that are good?
No, I went and got, you know, I made sure that I went GoPro branded as far as to make sure that I don't think I have actually any aftermarket batteries, but they don't. I do have aftermarket chargers, and there were comments all over the place about it not charging up to 100%. I think it only gets to like 75 or 80%. But I found that the GoPro branded chargers also only charge up to 80, 90%. They don't charge a full percent. You actually have to put the battery in the camera.
Yeah, I got one. I got one that I was told about. It's an Anchor one, an Anchor charger, and it takes it up. It takes it up full, but
that's good.
Yeah, I also like. I've been told that like not to buy the GoPro batteries. Like I can't remember what somebody didn't. I don't think it was Anchor. Like Anchor makes a battery, and that's where I got the charger from. But it'll work with all of them. But it wasn't GoPro. It wasn't Anchor. There was another brand that was supposed to be like 3 times the battery life of a GoPro.
Right.
And I was like, why is there a battery company making a 3 times life battery than GoPro can make? You know?
Yeah, I know.
That just looks bad on GoPro. That like, how long's the battery last? An hour, unless you get this off brand, and then it lasts 3.
I know.
Like, why can't you guys make it do 3?
Well, yeah, I've got 4 batteries, and sometimes if I'm going completely 100% battery, and I just want to record, say like several hours, I have to cycle through those 4 batteries and keep them charged. I mean, keep them running as far as being charged, and I can keep just swapping the batteries out, but it takes 4 of them to do continuous.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I had it set on some super high resolution too. I don't know, like that I wouldn't even use.
Right.
I mean, I know that you're supposed to be capturing snowboarding, that's exactly what you should be capturing on the highest setting, but there's a little overkill for me. Like where it's like, man, if I'm losing half of my battery power and going back a little bit on the settings would gain me like twice of that battery power, I would do that, because literally it's some of the highest settings, not the highest, but even the highest ones, it's just as good to me.
Right. Well, and some of that's not distinguishable unless you have some of the higher end TVs to view.
So what do you shoot at? What do you have it set to?
I go back and forth between 4K and 1080. I mean, 1080 and everything I just use if I want to do some more creative stuff where I want like 120 frames per second so I can slow it down a lot better. I'll do 1080. But if I want some really good scenic type shots, then I'll go to the 4K. But that's, I think I can't remember.
Hey, what's up, Pedro?
I think the 9 goes above 4K, but it's really not much.
Okay, Cody and Autumn had to take the kids somewhere, it looks like. I was just reading this private. I never even see private chat.
Nice.
Okay.
Gary was in here a couple times.
Yeah. I know it was my bad, man. I've been trying to fit in hiking big time lately. This whole pandemic life has really thrown off my game, man. It's like I'm trying to get back my life, dude. Like,
Yeah.
and like just the age that you and I are at, it's like that age where, like, man, it really wasn't good timing for me for this pandemic to come in and like try and chuck a wrench into my program, dude. I'm now noticing that, like, just even with things that I do all the time, like, I hike all the time. I do 14ers. I do crazy monster hikes. And I did a pretty tough one today with my dog. My dog and I were both like just crushed, dude, like shaking knees and everything coming off that thing. It was like 10 miles. We did like 1,400 feet elevation gain and like 10 miles. And it's a loop that we know pretty well, but it broke me. Like, I feel broke right now. And like that would never happen before. So now I'm
wild.
Yeah. I'm surprised that I'm happy to learn that the Team Alaska won yesterday in that competition. I didn't think that was possible. Because I thought Long Island Dash Experience would just have an upper hand on them, because Long Island, as opposed to north of Anchorage,
right?
You just would think that they would have more opportunity to earn.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was just thrown off by that. I don't know. So wait, are you using the GoPro right now?
No, this is actually the iPhone 12. I decided to.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too, through Camo.
Yeah, when I watched the last time I was on one of your lives and everything, I'm like, man, and that was from the laptop. I mean, usually Apple's laptop cameras and everything are really good, but I don't know. It might have just been maybe the lens was dirty or something. But I was like, man, I wasn't very clear.
Well, this is my Apple lens, and I was using the cam before, but it was dying out, or it was kicking my power or something.
Right.
Or everybody was glitching, and where I am in the house is always like, when I'm getting set up for a live stream, I'm always like, damn it, Max, because I always know he's gaming.
Right.
If my power's low and I'm searching around for it, it's like looking for the signal. Normally it picks it up real quick, but if it's like searching, I'm like, damn it, he's gaming. Because he uses like monster bandwidth when they game too. Like, it's just ridiculous, dude, how much bandwidth these guys use.
Yeah, I know. It's that's all the kids are on here. We've got 3 of them out there on computers, usually gaming.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and my son works a lot too. So lately he's been like, he'll go out and do stuff with his friends too. So he's been out a lot more. Again, we're both coming out of this pandemic, man. I know that it's like, how long have we been out of the pandemic now? A while. Like, or are we out of it? I don't even know what's going on, dude.
Well, here in the Portland area, they've actually been recommending masking back up.
Dude, that's what I was just going to say that, after I went hiking, I stopped at the grocery store on the way home, and I have not seen that many masked people in Denver in a year, easy.
Right.
A year. I'm not kidding. Like, I actually saw people masked, man, working, and like employees at the grocery store, people shopping. Like, I was like, why is everybody using a goddamn mask? I always get confused by this stuff. I'm like, did they launch another program, or like, did they freak everybody out again and say, well, better look out for summer COVID?
Yeah, I don't know.
The problem is that like a lot of people wear cheap masks and it doesn't work. So you actually have to wear a proper mask, like an N95, for it to work.
What do you mean?
Like those little disposable blue masks don't really do anything. They don't really protect you from the virus. You gotta wear a proper.
Nothing except for the, what is it? The
N95.
Is it?
That's what I just said. You're not listening.
Yeah. Right, but
you have to
nobody
wear like
wears
an N95
those.
mask for like equivalent with similar guidelines for it to work.
Right.
I did have a delivery yesterday that the lady, when I went, I mean, I could tell by it was a shop and deliver with the medicine and the different types of stuff that they were shopping for. And I get there and she's all masked up and she's backed off. She's like, I've got the flu, and I'm like, oh, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they just took all the masking down on the amps. Now they're going to put it back up. I doubt it. They'll keep it off until they absolutely have to, because they can't just keep going back and forth with this stuff on those apps. Like, okay, now you don't have to wear it. Now you do. Now you don't. Like,
I don't think they ever removed it. I think drivers still require it. I mean, I only wear it in restaurant tight spaces, but when I'm delivering it, most orders are to leave at door anyway. So I just go drop it off and go back to my car without a mask.
I still run with a gator. That way I can pull stuff up real quick. And I mean, I know it doesn't have as the greatest protection and stuff, but for compliance and the customers and all that stuff, they seem to appreciate it.
I just wear my bank robbing bandana. Right. You know, that way when I rob them, they're not surprised either. I'm like, this ain't COVID mask. Give me the money. But honestly, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm with you, John. Like, those masks are literally, if you're sick, you should have a mask on,
right?
To help not get other people's. But even those like crappy one-offs that everybody wears around the chin masks.
Yeah.
Even those are better than nothing. If you're in a house with somebody and they're sick, they need to wear the mask, though, not you. But I'm not like, if you're sick, you shouldn't be going to the store, though. If you're sick, you shouldn't be going out.
People still do, unfortunately.
I know, and that's the funny thing, man. It's not even like it has to be COVID. People will be sick and they go out anyway. People don't care about other people.
They don't.
No, not at all.
No. That's one of the things too, that even the social distancing part. See, that's to me, it's like I'm big on, like, don't get in my space. It's like, and there's times and everything where I'll tries my patience big time or anything I hear sometimes. I mean, people will get literally right up on you. And I'm like, what the?
Yeah. No,
especially at the grocery store.
People have stopped. People care about people less than they do now than they did a few years ago when I thought it was really bad as it was.
Right.
Like, people would go out of their way to make your day shitty now. Like, if you just give them the littlest reason of like a little bump in their timeline of the day, they'll take the time out of their day to go wreck yours completely for that little hiccup in theirs. Like, dude, that's it. I'm going to destroy your world. It's like people are weird, man.
Yeah.
I think, but I mean, what do we expect when you lock people up in their houses for a year or two and tell them don't go around people and have a mask on, and then don't go near people, social distance, don't touch anybody, like all that kind of stuff. It freaks everybody out, dude. Like, even the people who don't want anything to do with it are like, dude, it's called living. It's a global pandemic, but it could be 100 times worse. And that's what I guess that's one thing that I'll take away from all this, is that it's sad, dude, because what happens when we get into a real pandemic? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, dude, this was a tough one, but I think we made this a lot tougher. And I'm not taking a political position here. I'm just saying, I think we made this a lot tougher than it needed to be for a longer period of time than it needed to be. And it just showed how poorly we are not ready to deal with a pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's not forget the fact that a lot of people died.
Right.
I mean, so
nobody caught the flu for a year and a half. So the flu went away, but then it came back.
I mean, yeah, there's always going to be other viruses, but I mean, right, I think
John, I'm not the reported cases went from like 1.5 million in the U.S. in a season to 2 cases of the flu.
Well, that's because it all got shifted to COVID.
Right. I mean, and we all know this. Like, no matter what you went into the emergency room for during the whole year of 2020, it was COVID. It was like different degrees of COVID, but there was no other thing you could catch in 2020. You couldn't catch. There was all the other colds and everything went away, and the only thing you could get was COVID. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
too weird to me, man. I don't know.
The comment by Dashing Grandpa, I get a kick out of that too. I see that all the time.
What's that? Oh,
People
people
driving with their mask, the only person in their vehicle with a mask on.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I've seen that too.
Cody's talking about walking on trails in north of Anchorage, Alaska, and people have the masks on the trails.
Nice.
I've seen what he hikes up there. There's nobody out there. Like they're wearing the mask for what?
I saw
so they don't breathe well.
Right. I saw an e-bike rider and everything crossed an intersection today, and he had a mask on while he was tooling down the road.
Well, there's Jim Jones with the facts right there. Is that? I don't know if that's true. Is that really true? I don't know. I would think that it wouldn't be true because nobody was getting with anybody.
Right.
Like nobody wanted to touch anybody in 2020. That was like 2021. Like I would see that these would have came back hard in 2021. You lock people up for a year, you know, and when they come out, that happens. But yeah, I don't know. I just know that, you know, I don't know if you guys, has anybody ever seen have you ever seen the Netflix show Pandemic? I didn't watch it until the pandemic hit.
Yeah, we saw that one, right? Pandemic. we have to watch maybe sometimes 3 or 4 times before we remember what we watched.
Well, this was like a 4 or 5. It was a Netflix what do they call them? Limited series or whatever.
Right.
It was like 5 episodes. And it was like, it was made in 2019, but it walked you through every step of COVID. It's like, this is what a pandemic would look like. And it was released in January of 2019.
Oh, that's wild.
Nobody watched it. And then it was like #1 in April of 2020. Everybody's in the pandemic watching this thing. And it's like detailing out like how it's going to play out for the next year or two too. And then it did exactly what the thing said.
Right. That's wild. Well, yeah.
But it said the same thing as me. All these doctors were like, we're not prepared for a global pandemic. So a pandemic on a smaller scale might be somewhat scalable, but they're like a true pandemic. And I think that again, they were referring to something bigger than this. And I know it killed people, John, but I mean, you know, I honestly don't know how many more people in age groups we lost than this would be a good thing to find out. How many more people in the 65 plus category in the United States did we lose in 2020 compared to 2019? For all reasons and causes. You know what I mean? Like 65 plus dead, age 65 plus in 2019 deaths compared to 2020. I wonder, like, I don't care what the reasons are. I just wonder how close those numbers are.
Where's Gary at?
I don't know. He's in the chat. Gary, get in here. He's
usually the one looking stuff up.
I know. Yeah, Gary, what are you doing? And Driver Sensei, I need to put together I'm not kidding. I need to put together a game show, bro. Or at least I got to do some questions. Even if that's what I have to do, you know, I got to put together just some trivia questions and let them have it out. I don't know. You got an idea, Mac? What do? I got 3 couples, gig tuber couples. I got the Long Island Dash Experience, Lou and Mary. Mm-hmm. I got Cody and Autumn, and I got the Drivens, Tony and Lisa, the Driven Dad.
Do they all take shop and deliver type orders?
They all do delivery and grocery, and the Driven Dad and Mom do Rideshare, but they're the only ones that do that. So yeah, they all minus Rideshare, they all do the same stuff.
And do they split the tasks up as far as if they go in and say shopping? Do they each go a different way grabbing items, or?
I was trying to imagine how would I do a virtual original supermarket sweep, not this new crap, but like the original one that was good when they'd
Right.
run through the alley or in the aisles and like almost
I
like
was just
take each
thinking
other out and
could be a timed type of a thing as far as what they're shopping is with couples and everything. And you can probably get it done a lot faster, obviously.
yeah. Oh, what's the StreamYard link? Okay, I'll put it in there. Hold on.
Hey guys, I gotta run. Catch you guys later.
See you,
All right,
John.
John.
See ya.
Hopefully since he'll join us here, I want to see what he says. He's always got he's doing these all the time. I don't know if you've ever seen his, but he does a lot of these type game show things, or he comes up with just weird games that he'll do giveaways. And I need to find it gig worker related,
like a Family Feud type thing. Survey says,
what's up?
What's up?
What's up, dude?
So I just heard you say supermarket sweep. So I used to have something called Sensei 7-second search and say. But you're trying to do this in the daytime, right?
No, it's going to be Tuesday evening.
All right. And with our professionals, is that what your name? Our professionals? When he was talking about like, oh no, I think you were saying like supermarket sweep and stuff like that. If they could be in the same spot, but the one thing you want to look at is your whole audience. You can't base it off of one thing that somebody does. Like you probably can't make it work related, right? I'm not gonna bring everybody and be like, all right, my first set of questions could be about point pickup, and somebody was like, what the hell is point pickup or GoPuff or Uber XL? Like what is Uber?
Yeah. No, it might have to be not gig related. It might just have to be like everything.
Yeah. So if it's gonna be on a Tuesday evening, say evening.
Yep.
And he says 3 couples.
3 couples.
Do some stuff like Price is Right.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was thinking too. Like like how, especially now with prices, like how much is this? But then I got the 2. I got Cody and Autumn up in Alaska, and their grocery price, like peanut butter's like $9 up there.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I run into that problem a little bit because what if I'm like, is this peanut butter more or less than $6? Everybody here in the Continental is going to go less, and then they're going to be way
do some
more.
research ahead of time.
Well, the MSR, so the basic market rate is going to be hard. It's going to be hard for like the Price is Right? Like if you say, how much is this loaf of bread? Somebody say $2.79, and somebody else said $3.18. Like which one do you go with? Do you go with the Virginia price or do you go with the California price? But what I would do, like if everybody does like shopping, let's say you want to do it in gig. Dang, I can't believe I'm about to give up this one because I would seriously do this. I will hold something up, right? Because they go be on camera, right? They have to be on camera, and any cheating, they automatically disqualify. If they won and there's any hint of them cheating at the end of the game, I'll let them know that, hey, we saw you looking over and somebody was probably giving you answers. So, that's unfair to everyone else. But they just live on the camera, me and my wife right here. Here we go. I would have something like I will hold up a thing of like dryer sheets, right? I'd be like, first one to answer, what is the quantity amount or something like that. Be like, all right, the first thing is this dryer sheets. And then somebody was like, 261 sheets. Whoever could be the first one to like guess it or something like that, that can help out because the only way they can really know is if they know the product or if they just really good at guessing. Something like that. Right. Like if I say, all right, here we go. How many calories in a Gold Peak tea? Let's go. Okay. What is it? What is somebody like?
210.
180.
Nope. Keep going.
240, 250.
Keep
320.
Going.
360.
Come on, look at too high. Somebody like 170. Ding, 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 ding. 170 is the answer we're gonna go with, and then you could remove the little sticker and show them, hey, 170 or something like that. If I had to do it with other people competing, especially on the live stream, because the thing with virtual, the one thing you don't want to do is give people too much time, because people could easily be like, they could.
Here's something I found on the web.
Did we lose audio?
I didn't.
Okay.
Is manufactured by White Rose Tea Incorporated with a suggested serving size of 0.67 cup.
All right, thank you, Alexa. Alexa, shut up. 170. You know, so that's what you don't want. That's what you don't want. You know.
Oh, if I see a mic go mute like that, like yours just did, I'll be like disqualified. You're out.
So with something like that, so like usually when I write up games, right? So like anytime I write up a game or I come up with a game like idea, I always ask like literally that's for a game. I literally come up with something like I ask people or I ask other people, I'm like, how can you fraud this game? Or how can you get one over me? You know, and somebody would say, oh, I'll just do this, and this. Just like if you want to know the best way to rob a casino, you hire people that used to rob casinos or count cars and stuff like that. So that's what I do with the games, just to make it fair for everyone. But yeah, I would literally do something like that. Like, all right, so my next one is, in a regular pack of Trident gum, how many pieces come in Trident gum? You know, so people like, all right, can we see the size of it? They could be looking at it. This is a double stack right here. They could be naming numbers and stuff. And the first one come up with 14 sticks, they would get that point or something like that. That would make it probably even for everyone. Or whatever it is. I won't be like, all right, next questions. How many gallons are in the 1976 Jeep Cherokee Cadillac sedan? So I'm like, what the hell? But even a person like that could be like 14.65 gallons. Ding, 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 ding. Like, what the? How did I just win? What's that mean?
Yeah, one of the radio stations, local radio stations, had a thing that said it was called the damn near impossible question. They had one of those every day. And if it didn't get answered or anything, they'd carry it over, and the prices kept going up. So
yeah. Some of the best questions are the ones you can't Google.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are there any of those left though? I'm gonna have both of them. All the couples on all of them will be on one camera, one mic. And so that's the other thing I was trying to figure out was like, could I mute the women? Could I do something with the men? But I just couldn't do that one. I couldn't figure it out in my head.
Yeah, to mute them, they would probably have to be like off camera. And then they could probably give their answer, but you can never check the integrity of that. Because you don't know if they actually went to another room or if they standing behind them. And it's like, all right, ladies, where's the first place you all met? Go ahead, write down your answers. All right.
Yeah.
All right, don't say it.
I could have the husbands stand behind them with their backs to the camera.
That will work. See, that's what you're looking at. That's what you're looking at. Like, I write your answers behind. Write your answers. All right. Second question. Who has the stinkiest feet? You or him?
Right.
They write the answer. All right. Then the husbands come back, and you could do just like that.
That's a good one too.
That's a good one.
That's a different round. Yeah.
But then you're just all you have to do is just make sure that the products that they're gonna need is like either a notebook that they can write a single word on each page or separate pieces of paper where you can do something like that. So that'll be the requirement for them to participate is have a marker, a dark color marker, a notebook where they can write a single answer on a single page or a single piece of paper. And
I think I could have it be like to where after they do all their answers too, I'd be like, okay, now hold it up to the camera, and they have to go like this and hold it so that everybody sees what it is, the answers, pulls it away and says, okay, flip it down, have the guys on, just ask them without paper.
Yeah. So they can write it down. Like, what is your husband's favorite sport, right? They can write it down. All right. And then I don't know if you want to show them right then, or you probably could show them later so they can bring them back. And then they can say, all right, Tommy, what is your husband's favorite sport? He'd be like, oh, football. Hey, football. I'm all the way. I'm all about the Packers and stuff. Like, all right, Samantha, what's his favorite sport? That's not your favorite sport. Your favorite sport is sex. Wow, -1. and then they could go ahead and go to the next question. Like, all right, what is the favorite? What is favorite thing to eat and stuff like that. And then they can have their little notebook and do it like that. That would be the best way to integrity check all three couples and to make it spontaneous like that. My husband doesn't watch Sensei. Be quiet, Arturo. Yeah. So that's the, I mean, to make it not gig related, try not to make it specific related. Yeah, I would probably do something like that. I would probably either like guess the quantity, because that's gonna be a hard thing for them to ask Alexa right then, because you want them to continuously give you answers.
Yeah.
So you don't want them to. For example,
No.
Family Feud. Family Feud is based on the opinion of 100 random people, not on 100 scientists. If you say what is the most catastrophic storm formation in the month of July, we asked 100 people. 100 people could be like snowstorms, and that would be the number one answer. But it could be hailstorms or whatever it is. So
well, like the Family Feud had a rule, wasn't it, that 2 people at least had to answer the same?
yes, exactly. But
you couldn't just be like, radiation storms.
yeah, exactly. But don't forget their
you
answers.
needed a second person to quantify that.
But their answers weren't Googleable. Googleable? I don't know if that's a word. It wasn't Googleable. It's like they say we asked 100 men, or we asked 100 men, what is the largest organ in your body? Penis, right?
Right.
That's what 100 people said, but that's not scientifically proven and stuff like that.
Right.
So
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. I like those kind of games, because then it's there's nobody to get mad at. You can't be like, no, that's not right, and be like, dude, there's no right, man. We asked 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So if I was to do something like that, I would probably make it for all 3 of them on the screen. They could get a notebook or something like that. You say it's on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you want to do it. Either ask them if they want to get a notebook, or take one from the kids out of school. Take your kids' notebook. They need a notebook.
They'll all have a notebook. They'll all be at a place. They're not going to be like in cars separated or.
Yeah, and then do that. Have the husband or the wife stands behind them. They can hear the question, because you want to see them. It's more important that you ask the question and that you can see that they can't read it. And they have them write their answers down. All right, question number 2. All right, stay right there. We go do negotiation. Don't turn around. We can see you all. Question number 2 is blah, 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 blah. And just personal things, not too personal. Hopefully they don't give an answer that's outlandish. Or just comical things. It could be anything comical. Like, what is the worst activity that your wife does at 9 o'clock at night? And he might be like, clip her toenails on the side of the bed. If the answer that he says somewhat matches her writing, they know each other. Yeah. But yeah, I would probably do a Q&A. I would probably be like, it could be something like, guess the year of this golden dollar. I got a golden dollar right here. This one is from, what is this? Massachusetts, Georgia. Guess the year that this coin was minted. Blah blah blah, and they could just whatever.
Yeah, I want to find a way to mix it up. It's going to be like the super newlywed sweep.
Oh, that'd be good. Because see, something like mine, I'll be like, for something like mine, I'll be like, all right, so here's for the final. All right, this is gonna be worth 25 points right here. All right. Not only would that put you above the second and the first place winner, making you the ultimate first place, but you also get this prize now. So you all can answer in order. I need to hear your answer. Right? What is the value of this gift card that you want to receive right now? $12.17. Let's go. Keep going. $23. Come on, $108. You think I'm gonna give you $108 gift card? All right, keep going. 120. No, keep going. Lower. And then they all going. I tell somebody say 28.83. And if somebody say 28.83, not only do they get the gift card, but then they also get the 100 points. And what do we win? You win a pack of Trident. Oh my God, I win a gift card and Trident.
Yeah.
Whatever. So just figure out your prize, how you can give away that prize, and way that you prevent that game from being flawed. That's the biggest thing, is figure out a way to prevent the game from being cheated. That's what you always have to try to do. Try to make it equal.
Yep. Hey, what's up, Flex? What's up, Arturo? What's up, Roy?
Flex?
There's a link up there too. But hey, you guys, if everybody in the chat, if you can you put hashtag? I just want to test something here. Put hashtag supermarket. I just want to test something here.
And Steve, on your supermarket sweep type of an idea, you could actually time each one at a random item, like starting from a certain point, going to find it and bring it back.
Yeah, that's if you're in the store. But now, so the only thing about in the store is if that store has the item that you have, right? If somebody's down south, I say go get a pack of chitlins. Somebody in Alabama is gonna be able to find a pack of chitlins, but nobody in California gonna be able to find a pack of chitlins. You know, so if I say go get some tico potato chips or something like that.
All right. So right now, if I just was doing it, okay, the only 4 people have typed supermarket. You got type in hashtag supermarket. I need like 2 more. I just want to see this thing work.
You try and do the StreamYard picker?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing works pretty well.
Yeah.
You can just it filters it out, so it ensures that one person doing it multiple times won't give them multiple chances. So that's how it works.
Okay.
We try to break the system. Me and my homegirl try to break it.
Yeah, okay. I see how it works. So okay, entry's 9 now. Oh wait, hold on. Shit. Okay. I have to share the screen.
How many entries is it?
I think it's like 10 now. I'm trying to
and it still should be 10, right? No matter.
But
yeah, it shouldn't change with.
No, we've tested this out. We've literally tested. Like that's why when I literally do games, I go and say, "How can you cheat the system?" I always do this. We try to find every way. Well,
does it
what
matter
if I do?
when everybody's got wrenched?
Okay, I haven't done this yet, so I'm drawing again. There's 11 people, so let's see.
No, wrenches don't matter.
Okay.
Okay, because that's just some. Oh, I won. Nice.
God, how you win? Rigged. It's rigged. It's rigged. That's rigged.
That's
telling you. How you gonna win your own game? Where Arturo at? Arturo always talk about my games are rigged.
He said it. He said, welcome to the rodeo.
There you go. Click on Arturo's comment. He always talking about his rigged. I'm like, Arturo, you actually won my games. I know, but they rigged though.
Nice.
Yeah, this is Tony's here. He's one of the contestants for Tuesday night.
Hey, give me 1 minute.
No.
Yeah, I would probably do stuff like that. No, I got him. I do. Oh, give me a second.
That must be. Oh, how do I see? Yeah, I don't know. I guess Gary never came back. He was here for a minute.
I had a question for him. This is the 5 terabyte hard drive that I've got. It locked up on me on the last upload, and I haven't been able to gain access to it again. Just wondering. I don't mind paying for software and stuff, but I just don't know what out there would actually work, because I don't want to pay for something that's not going to work.
Yeah. So wait, what do you have to do with it?
It's unreadable right now. I plug it in and it doesn't even like for on the Mac side of it. I can actually see it with disk utility, but it won't mount. And so basically we had locked up, and because it locked up, I actually had to force quit the computer to get it to unplug it and stuff. And in doing that, there's something in the registry with it, I think, that got corrupted, and now it can't be read. It needs specific software or something to be able to gain access to it. But yeah, it's 5 terabytes of video that I can't gain access to now.
Yeah, I wonder. Is this a Mac thing?
No, well, I've got PCs here too. I've actually, some of the research I did, people say like leave it on the computer for a while, because what it's doing is it's trying to build its its tree or whatever the files, and because it's 5 terabytes, that's a huge amount of data that it has to rebuild. And I've tried that, and it's still so.
Yeah.
Is it solid state or?
Yeah. Oh wait,
That's weird.
it's a passport. It might not. It's a WB, a Western Digital.
Does it sound like a fan when? Does it sound like a fan when it's spinning or something? Or does it just get?
It's probably actually a spinning drive, because this. I mean, if it was an SSD, I don't think it would be this big. I mean, well, I'd show you the SSD one that I have, but it's plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I'm sure it's.
I mean, the SSD ones can be big too, though.
But with the spinning disk, have you tried to repair it with Windows?
I haven't done any of the repairing side on the Windows, so that's
defragmentation. Sometimes there's one spot where the boot registry is in, and it doesn't let you boot because that spot's corrupted. And if you defrag it, it might fix it.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll
see. Other times it's you just have to install the Windows image, and it'll open up the disk, and then you can kind of see what's wrong with it for the Mac side.
Okay. I'll give that a shot.
I'm not an expert, but that's what my brother does whenever one of my hard drives messes up.
Right. Well, I'll probably have to explore a little bit more on the Macs or the Windows side of it anyway. The other drawback too is I have an M1, one of the silicon chip Macs, so that's why I thought that it might have been a problem with that as far as it not connecting.
You know what? One of the technology guys that I like to watch says that Windows or Mac Monterey doesn't let him use his RAID system, so that's one of the downsides that he has for getting the Apple Silicon.
Right.
Not the M1 necessarily, but that specific OS and up.
I see.
Whatever came out with the MacBook Pros, which I think was Monterey or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember what I have on this one here.
If you have the original Sierra, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't Monterey old now?
Yeah, this is a 2020.
So when
weird to think that 2020 is old for computers.
Yeah.
But when they released the MacBook Pros, the 14 and the 16,
right,
the M1 Max and all that OS that came out with that has a problem with some of the external hard drive systems. Okay. And I think it has more to do with those spinning disks than it does solid state.
Right.
But if you have the one that came out with the M1 MacBook Air and the 13-inch MacBook Pro, then you don't have those problems.
Okay. Yeah,
it's an OS thing.
Yeah, the one I've got is a first gen. I think I've upgraded. Monterey's done an upgrade to what it originally came with.
Yeah, so if you upgrade to the newer OS, it doesn't matter what the silicon was or the release date of the computer, it's the OS itself.
Right. Makes sense.
I need a whole new setup. I go live now, and I had so much stuff running. My last live stream was so janky, it was jittery. I was like, oh no, this is horrible.
It was Bud Soda, huh?
I think it was worse. It was buffering, but I was also live on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and then I was streaming music. I had a whole bunch of stuff going. My computer was not taking it. I don't think it's much left in this computer. I need
You were saying jittery. You were saying jittery, so I said Bud Soda because he's always got an energy drink.
Always drink energy drink. Nah, I don't drink energy drink. I will go crazy.
I remember when Bud Soda got to the point he was drinking those things to go to sleep, dude. That's when you got a problem. When you can drink a Red Bull 24 ounce or something and go to bed, right, you got a fucking problem.
Right.
Yeah. I remember I used to drink Mountain Dew. And when I couldn't sleep, I used to drink a Mountain Dew to go to sleep. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I've done it too. When I worked in the bar and stuff, I have a bunch of caffeine, like just to get home, and then I'd be able to pass out though at home. I was like,
Yeah,
how
you
did I mean, that much caffeine should not let me go to sleep.
Now, a lot of people, the caffeine will actually crashing, and that's what helps.
Right?
I had
Yeah.
a nutritionist explain that to me. I was like, how come I gotta drink a Mountain Dew to go to sleep sometimes? Oh, okay. Adenosine receptors, beta cells. Okay, makes no sense to me. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna just say yes, it does, so I can leave out your office. Now I'm about to eat this pack of pistachios. How many calories in a pack of pistachios right here?
370.
370.
What?
Oh, wow.
No.
I said it.
You did the same thing.
No.
See, that's cheating, man. You can't say my answer as it comes out of my mouth.
Right. Were we even close?
No, it's 110.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you meant like 3 packs.
I guess that's one of those really small bags. That's where you get tricked when he held it up too quick.
I got the small bags in the vending machine. These are the mid-size small bags. These are 1.25 ounces. I think the ones in the machine is 0.5 ounces. I don't know.
So I didn't know there was a smaller one. I just thought that was the small one. That's the one I see that I think of.
Yeah,
small.
the smaller ones are probably like that. The bottom part. But you know what? I don't even know. Maybe that bag is just big. Let me see 1.25.
There's people still answering. 60, 110.
Nice.
Oh man, I got that. I got an article to write by Wednesday. I got a podcast. I got the thing Tuesday night. Hey Tony, you should send me a picture of you and Lisa with your heads together.
Look at this. Look at it.
With our heads together.
Yeah, like so that your heads are
Okay.
together, so I can kind of like frame it into 3 pieces because I want to get Cody and Autumn. And,
Right. Do you have the others' pictures already?
This is more than this.
No. What?
Funny.
Yes, this is a 1.50. This is a 1.5, and this bigger bag is a 1.25. 130 calories, 110 calories.
I bet you one of them. I bet you one of them they don't make anymore.
Well, I buy these from Sam's Club to put in the machine.
So maybe they don't make the other one anymore.
Them ladies, they just gave me this. I'm gonna go get them.
Watch, they're probably expired on the back. Look, it's probably like 3 years old.
February 2020. How long pistachios last? How long they last?
Is it really February 2020?
No, but it's February 22. Mine are August 22. These are February 22. Them damn ladies. They try to get me.
Yeah. Usually stores ship those out to like tacky hotels, and then they put them in the vending machines.
I'm gonna give them away. All right, people, y'all want to play a game? Let me get my shipping bucket.
Who wants some bunk pistachio nuts?
To make it better, what I'm gonna do is I open them up and I'm gonna sign one. Okay, I'm gonna sign one and I'm gonna put it back in there, and I'm gonna seal it up. And then on game day, you got to open it up and you got to find it within 17 seconds. All right, it's a $100 gift card. You can find it in 17 seconds. My signed pistachio. Damn, that's not that bad. I should send somebody a jar or something and make them open it on the stream.
Or just send them like 10 jelly beans. 9 of them are dosed with LSD. 1 isn't. and they have to take one on camera. And
so first of all, you'll get me with trafficking of illegal substances. Now that we've talked about this together, we probably got racketeering because it sounds like an organization right now. Right. You're going to have me in prison with R. Kelly. What you in here for? Sending jelly beans. Jelly beans? You got 40 years for that? This guy was messing with little kids, but you got 40 years? Yeah, man. Steve, he free though.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Plus, most likely they're going to get one that you dosed anyway, so they're going to be losing their mind on the camera too. See them strip off all their clothes and run out of their house naked. All of a sudden, you're responsible for everything they do that night.
Yeah. But that's not a bad idea. I think I'll probably send 3 identical gifts to 3 people in the States and have them do it on my live stream. They will have to open it. Yep. Because see, what I do now is I send them a card, right? So I send them one of these. Right? So I send them one of these. And on the back of it, it has scratches on the back of it. So they have to record a video or do a live stream scratching it. And in the sequence that they scratch it is what they win. So it'll be like $100. You get this, $10.17 gas card. And they can stop right there and collect. But if they keep scratching, they scratch the bankruptcy. Now they lost everything. And at that point, you might as well just keep going. But yeah, they have to do those on video. So yeah. Let's see. I think of jelly beans. Hopefully they don't eat them.
Yeah, I need to have a couple different jars with things in them too. Change, jelly beans.
I just bought little small jars.
Right, like because those always, and it always pisses people off too because they think they're close to it, but you're always so off with jars because you have no idea what it is.
These jars. I can send them like these type of jars. No, you would need mason jars. I know what you mean. Yeah.
Is that a pyramid scheme?
It's a game I used on my last live stream. A pyramid scheme.
Is that Amway's business model?
No, this is what I used last time. I just made this one. So they get to pick from this row. If they win, then they move up to each one of the rows until they get to the final row. Yeah. I don't know. I just made it last week. Trying to find something.
Yeah, or leave the jelly beans out the whole time, and just be like, think about that, and then be like, how many black ones are in there? So the whole time they're thinking about quantity instead of like the offshoot question.
Nice.
Which is more like, what's the percentage of black jelly beans to, whatever per bag. Then you'd have to try and figure out if there are 2 bags in there, and then the percentage should be something that would throw them off anyway. So they're kind of thinking the whole time, like, I bet it's 1,000. I bet it's 1,000.
But you know what I like sending? I like sending the old school classic stuff that you could get from like Cracker Barrel. Like they got the old Mr. Good Bars, the old Cokes, glass bottle Cokes. I like sending that stuff out. A Slinky, Pop Rocks, yeah. I like.
Dude, there's a breakfast place on Colfax by my house that has this candy cigarettes.
Yeah.
I can't believe they even still make those, dude.
Cracker Barrel has that stuff. Yep.
I know. I just think it's weird that like kids like, hey man, have your candy cigarette. I think we've tried to come farther as a people than that, so that our kids don't smoke.
You know what I sent? Was it Jim Jones? I think it was Jim Jones here, but it was one of the live streams. I think it was a 24-hour live stream I did, and one of the things that he won was an old school wind-up camera, a 35 millimeter wind-up camera. I went to the store and I saw one of those, and I was like, "What? I'm giving one away." Yep.
Well, because you can probably find those pretty cheap.
The CVS here still has them. They usually have like only 1 or 2 in a section, so it's not like a lot of them, but they have 1 or 2 in the section.
Yeah.
And they're not expired. So I don't know.
And they're like, we have this last one, but we don't sell the film anymore.
Right. like the old 110 film.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
The square flash bulbs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The little 8-track ones or the.
Yep. Right.
I love those. Look like ice cubes, and they just pop off one by
Yeah.
one.
Well, you know what I
Pretty
used to
cool.
like? I like how now they have like record players that you could buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think about it back in the, what is it, the 19, what would it be, like the 20s, when you had to have to sit down for like 7 minutes for a picture, and then there'd be an explosion.
That's why
Some
nobody
guy
was
would be
smiling.
holding an explosive like this just to get your picture. So like, light that TNT. It's like, oh. Like it always blew up too, dude. And it was always like, oh. You know, it's
Now
like,
people-
God,
now
that
people
guy
want, like-
holding that TNT was always like, his life was in his hands every time just to take a picture.
Underneath the black cover.
Yeah.
Right,
This
but
is
nobody
flame
could
retardant.
move, so they all looked like just uncomfortable as can
Right.
be, and they were never smiling. You know, they almost looked like Children of the Corn type things, like just horror movie type people.
I got all these point pickup express orders coming through. Yeah. And now people take like 54 pictures in a single setting. And oh Lord, some people, I'm not gonna say which group of people, want to look at all of them. Like I take a picture. All right, good. All right, come on, let's go. You want to look at it? No. You took the picture. Didn't you see it? You saw it. Why do I got to go over there and look at all the pictures that you took? But no, I take a picture of my girl. I got them all. Oh, let me see them. I literally just took all the pictures. I can literally edit this stuff and everything. I'm pretty good at it. I want to see them. You scrolling for the next 28 minutes looking at pictures. We done missed the ferry, right? Because you want to take a picture in front of the ferry. I'm like, you know what? We could drive there. Hey, that's what I do anyway. Let's just drive.
Nice.
Look at all the pictures.
So I was just thinking now, so for the last round, so I think I've got it into like 3 rounds, like a category of, like you were saying, like flash things, show them, test their knowledge on each other, but then like maybe the final round is like a supermarket swap, and they got to change couples.
Okay.
Tony's one of the ones, the contestants right here, the driven dad. He's probably going, what?
What?
Nice.
Trade swap spouses.
Yeah,
Let's not say that
like
too much. The P-Hub algorithm might get connected to you.
That wasn't a game show, Steve. That was a reality show, and it was
right, but I'm talking about like then Mary would have to answer all the questions about you. What's Tony's favorite sport? I don't know.
So it's like different questions in round 1 or 2 or whatever.
I can't tell you. You're a contestant, man.
Well, what I'm saying is it like we have to memorize what the other couples already revealed about the other one?
Dude, you shouldn't have to do any preparation. You should know your boo.
No, bro, I'm talking about if Mary had to remember what Lisa's answer was about my favorite sports team.
No, I meant she's just gonna have to guess, like based on Tony's beard.
Like, I got one. Hold on. Oh, hold on a minute. I don't know if this one should be judge based. What? This is where you could bring everybody in the live stream into the conversation as well. You could get them to vote on one of the couples, right? Dang. I don't know how this one will work. Let's see. It's hard to put them next to each other on camera.
You mean like vote which couple they like best?
Yeah. So on one of the rounds,
Mary and Lou are gonna win that one.
No. But a couple swap. So what I would do is you could put them up on 2 cameras, right? So you would have a couple, male couple A, female couple C, right? Male. So yeah, you will switch them up. So it just be the male couple from one and the female couple one. You put them side by side, and they will have to improv a story on how they met. And whoever has the best story, it gets voted on by people inside the chat. Is they could be the winners from that. So you could have like the driven dad's wife, and then our professors as the husband, and you can put both of them on camera so they can be on camera like, Yeah, me and Mrs. Driven Dad. It was crazy because I met her on OnlyFans and she charged $29.99. You remember that? And she was like, "Yeah, you remember you was my best customer. Every time I was send a feet pic, you would pay like $83." It was crazy because we met at a Walmart at the discount section, and I asked her. I was pushing my cart around, and it was crazy because I was looking at the blue light special, and she's like, "You so crazy because the blue light is for Kmart." Yeah, the Kmart this, you remember that? And they could just literally make a story, and whichever odd couple has the best story should be voted on by the chat. Oh my gosh! Yeah.
All right, I agree because now everybody else doesn't know that.
But here's the thing, Tony. I already was, while he was telling me that great idea, I was already spinning it that I'll give you the start of the story, so you can't prepare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll be
like
exactly,
Mad Libs.
Exactly.
I'll just give you like 2 sentences. I'll say, "You two, here's your story. Go."
Yep. And that's
and then
exactly
you gotta go.
the
You gotta roll with that.
You should
You
always
have
ask
to use
yourself.
these adjectives.
You should always ask yourself, how can I prevent other people from doing? And it doesn't matter because just because he know what is going to be doesn't mean he's going to be creative enough with somebody else's spouse to have to make the story even. I'd be like, that was boring. You had a whole 3 days to prepare for this. Boring. Voted number 12.
Yeah, I wish I
12
had a
out of
gong.
3.
I need a gong.
Just make one here. Just make a. You don't have a stream deck?
No, but I got a little bell or something. I can use like a bell.
Yeah, just
You should get the lid to a pan and a spoon and just.
I should just take 2 pans and bang them together, and if I do that, you're just done.
That's what my 1-year-old does.
Right, exactly. I'll just have like a tantrum. Like, no!
Like, Steve, you need a diaper change.
Yeah, you don't have a stream deck, Steve?
No.
Yeah,
Flex asked me that too. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, like, isn't that something that should be like replicated now to let me use like my F buttons and stuff?
Yeah, but the thing is that so with your F buttons, you got your 10 buttons up there, right? So you got your your 12 buttons. But when you're trying to do like different sounds, right? So I got like winner sounds, I got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire sounds, different feedbacks and stuff. Trying to make hotkeys for each one of those things. If you're using shift, anytime you go to type it, you want to make a capital S, capital H, or something like that, you could be triggering your hotkeys or something like that. And even if you use the controls, and it's just easier to be able to compare and hit, applause, boos, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can do it without it though.
Yeah.
But that would be good to have a ding ding. So incorrect answer, buzzer, gong, or applause clap or something like that, or cheering.
Maybe I'll go old school and go buy like a $5 xylophone from Walgreens. Like, ding, 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 ding.
Put Rooster Crow in there.
Yeah, fine. Okay, that helped me because now I feel like I'm at least on the right path, and I just needed to like talk it through with Sensei too because I was like, I know that I'm trying to overkill this because I was trying to relate it to the gig space, and as soon as you came on and said don't do it, I was like, that's kind of what I've been coming to the conclusion all day was that you can't do this.
Yeah, and I mean the way I look at it is like I do content and stuff. It's so gig workers can come to relax and not have to deal with gig. When you want to deal with games, it's all up to you. You don't want to be like, all right, for the next round, tell me what is the second setting inside your Lyft app. Like, what's the second setting? I just got off work, man. You want me to do that? You want me to talk about
the
work?
The second
again?
setting is deactivate.
So
right,
I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, that's how.
Or I could. But I mean, the closest thing I was coming up with was like trying to find like Instacart screenshots to like in things of different apps where I'd be like, "Would you take this?" It might cause controversy too because somebody's saying, "Well, I'd take that in my market." Well, I wouldn't. And then I'd just be the judge. Like, no, I wouldn't.
List
take
3 items on a Taco Bell menu.
Yeah, would you take all mild sauce packs?
Or they can couple up for that one. Okay, you guys get 1 minute. Recreate the Taco Bell menu.
Okay, I'm gonna drop off of here and go back into the live. I gotta do a shop.
Driven
Right.
Dad about to go practice. He about to go
Yeah.
practice his role.
He thinks he I think Tony thinks he just learned a few things, but it was good he was there because I'm not going to make it so that he could take anything away from that that's going to
Yeah.
help him.
But that's good. That's good now.
I'm just going to make
Yeah.
sure to make it harder even. So, but I mean, I think that's good. I think that, and I like the swapping them up. I like the story idea. I think that's good, man.
I was like, so first I had a romantic story. So I wrote on there a romance story, and I was like, how can I? And you was like, swap. I was like, and then one of them could sit away, right? So you could have one of them on camera, and you could put both of them side by side on StreamYard, and they could like talk like, Catherine, tell them how like you was on the toilet, and I had to come in there and rescue you because your friend had vomit all over your sweater, you know, whatever it is. And people like, are they really a couple? And whoever can improv the best gets the most votes. And at the very end of it, you could say, is it couple A, you know, Sensei and Samantha, or is it couple B, Driven Dad and Kathy, and then let everybody vote on it. The only thing is,
maybe I'll start off with Driven Dad, and like you were saying, like a girl, and then I'll do the two guys left.
Oh, what?
And then I'll do the two girls left, so they don't see it coming too.
Oh man!
Could anything from Whose Line Is It Anyway work into it?
Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah,
that's kind of what it is. You're kind of building a story.
You are you building a story.
In fact, I mean, like maybe I could even have like if they're kind of stalling out, I could have like I'll give you 2 saves where I redirect the conversation, and I throw it like if they're kind of like, well, I'll be like, that's when you guys did that weird thing in that public restroom, and like they got to take the story from there now.
Have like a green screen scene behind them and have them guess what it is.
Or every 60 seconds, you have to change up their story.
Yeah.
Or you could be able to change up their story every 60 seconds. So when they get to 60 seconds, you could be like, dog attack. You got attacked by a chihuahua. And it like, and it was crazy because we was about to eat, and this little chihuahua came up and bit me on the ankle. And then remember, you started biting me on the ankle as well. And I was like, oh, she is so hot. I never been on a date when a chihuahua was biting my ankle. And then the girl I was on a date with was biting my ankle too. That let me know that she was a meat lover right there. And then, every 60 seconds or whatever, you could change it up. That would be what? That would be.
Yeah, I like these ideas. I'm kind of like now I'm getting excited for Tuesday night.
Now I can't use that. That's good.
Yeah, you'll be able to use it. You can come watch me like get through it on Tuesday and see where I mess up. I know, Arturo, you do a lot of these too. You're always making up stuff. You got some adult, because you always got the kids involved, and I like that. But you got some adult ones that you've always wanted to do that you can't talk about because it's always kid friendly.
Oh Lord, I'm thinking about like the way you could come in, because I'm just thinking, because I was gonna do like an online like speed dating with random people, but the one who has the best rejection or something. But I didn't think about it like this, and I would come up on the screen like at my 60-second mark or my 90-second mark. I come up and I'll bring up a sex toy. I'd be like, "Yeah, Kenneth, why were you caught with this?" And then he would have to explain, well, Kathy, you know, being together for 3 years, I started using sex toy and these beads right here, because I used the bottle once before, and the bottle wasn't feeling that great. But you still love me, right? Oh my God, yo!
There's a lot of opportunity for product sponsorship in here too.
Yeah,
like KY Lube.
Hey, I'm doing a stream on Tuesday. Do you ever approach people about sponsorships? I'm gonna be doing product placement. If you
Right?
don't
How about
mind
just some swag, just some T-shirts and some.
KY to make it easier going in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this part of the video is sponsored by KY Jelly.
Yeah.
We make it easier for everything to go in. All right. Okay. I never had to use KY Jelly to put my card in the ATM, but today I guess we are. Oh, that's not what it's for. Oh, it's for this bottle to be able to. What? It's only that big. Oh, okay. Everybody, please contact your Instacart shopper. Go get a bottle of KY Jelly, the 1.65 ounces. Every purchase that you make will be going back towards this channel. And I appreciate every one of you all. That's how I'm able to do giveaways because of the sponsorship of KY Jelly. Can I eat
That would be hilarious if during the live stream I could have 3 KYs delivered to all the couples.
That would so,
like right at the same time too, like 7:45.
If you had
some dashers that are in their local areas.
If you had a week, if I had a week, I would send them a mystery item that they would have to open during the game. That's what I would make it. Yeah. If I knew they was coming on a week later, I would send them a mystery
I should have
item.
done something like that.
And when they doing their story, be like, Sensei, what did you receive in the mail? And baby, I gotta remember that I gotta be so thankful for this Christmas gift that you gave me, and I'm ready to use it. Go Steelers! Shh. Why do I have a dildo? Thank you for this gift.
Right.
I would literally send them a prop. Oh my gosh, mail.
Right, like a dildo, like you were saying, like a dildo, and say one of you has to slap the other one with it.
KY Jelly is for his and her
Best
pleasure.
slap wins. Best slap wins.
Mail props. That's crazy if you could do that. See, it's easier when if I got people here because then I can actually give them stuff to use.
Right.
But virtual makes it a little bit harder. But yeah.
Well, I'm gonna make it fun. I'm gonna make it fun. I'm gonna make it so that everybody's got the same chance. I'm pretty sure all these couples have been together somewhat in the realm of each other in length of time.
Oh my, yeah. I'm literally thinking about sending somebody like improv or extra small condoms. Like, and I'll be like, all right, who has gift number 3? Gift number 3?
The finger condoms, right?
Yes. Open it up. Keep going with your story. Open up your gift. Your gift is from your wife. And action.
Right.
Yeah, baby. And yeah, so my coworker gave me this elephant surprise gift. She said I really deserved it. So oh, so you was cheating on me? No, fake wife. You know, these ones fit me nice and snug, right? So you know I like these ones. Finger condom. Oh my God, I would have a dang. I love doing games. That's what I always try to do.
Are you seeing what Rodney wrote on the screen?
What's KY Jelly? Rodney, I'll explain it to you.
It's a brand.
It's a brand.
You don't eat it. You don't put it with peanut butter.
Forms.
It does not go on a peanut butter sandwich.
Just type the word Nuru massages, and you will see an exorbitant amount of KY jelly being used. Okay, just type that.
KY's how the KY's like the it's like the energy juice of the porn industry.
See John's comment.
What?
Yeah, DoorDash
is it what DoorDash uses to bone tough?
Like, hey, this is somebody that
I was saying they don't use KY.
No, I was gonna say they raw dog it. They don't.
Right?
They use that water-based KY that don't work well.
Like serial killers, they like it dry. Like
their KY is hydrophobic. That thing will go in rough.
Okay, I figured it was a joke, Rodney. So
Ronnie saying, it's just a joke. Y'all crazy. I got a whole gallon of it. Golly. I was just saying if y'all knew.
Keep
I'm
my
sponsored by
gallon.
them. Yeah, man,
Oh
that'd be
my
a good
God.
game night. That'd be a good game
Yeah.
night.
I think it's gonna be fun, man. And it's 3 fun couples too. So it'll be I want to have some like, I think I need to have some like over the top, like abusive conversation on them if they like step out of line though. Like you knock it off.
Yeah.
That's it. Strike.
Being by Smuckers.
How you gonna award points or the winner and stuff?
I don't know. Somehow I want to use the chat.
So for something like the finale, like the romance game or whichever one is gonna be your finale, always try to make it so that even whatever your point scale is, that even the third place winner can win. So like let's say if one person got a 200 points, first place got 200 points, second place got 100 points, right? And then third place got 50 points. You need to make the last game so that the amount that they could win is 250 points. So if you're in last place, you should be able to be really so good that you can actually beat first place. So just you probably got to write that down or whatever. So if somebody in third place, they won't be like, hey, you know what? Might as well not even try because I'm in third place.
No, yeah. At the very end, it should be like I think even if it comes
Triple
down
points.
to the story, even if it was just to end on the story thing, which that won't be the finale, but like it could be third place battles second place first, and then first place gets to go last after all of them. I mean, it wouldn't work with that one, but with something, I mean, where third place actually is going to still have a bout with second place, and then they'll take on first place.
And also, you got to look at it as well. If you go do a mix up like that, you have to split the points with the couples. Since
that's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do. So like, yeah, exactly. So the same amount of points goes to both teams that they're on. Yeah.
So you can do. So let's say if
because that right there might make it so that you wouldn't know that even if you're in third place, you still have a chance. Because in that round alone, you might come back up.
Yep. So like, let's say if the chat vote that me and then Mrs. Driven, she and I, we won first place, and that's 60 points. Either I take 60 points back to my team, or we could split the 60 points ahead. Whatever way you do it, but I would look at it like that, so that even if I do good with somebody else, I'm still bringing home the points. But yeah, you do whatever it is. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be fun.
Water base is the best as your woman gets wet and keep that thing lube slippery. Dang, somebody been reading the back of the bottle. God, that water base one.
Like a slip and slide.
Hold on. Oh no! You know what? I threw away yesterday my driver caddy. I literally went in this. I got a huge Grubhub bag here, and I had my old Rideshare caddy in there. And I was just thinking about lube just now, but it's the hand sanitizers that used to be on the side of it. And I was like, did I have lube in it? I used to have condoms in my caddy as well, in my whole caddy. I literally just threw it all away. I had Tylenol, aspirin, Tylenol, Aleve, Advil. I had a lint roller, hand sanitizer, a cup holster. I had a cold water and a room temperature water. What else was in there? My flyers. I used to take my flyers with me. It had a little light that came from out of it that I used to turn. They could turn on to read the flyers or do whatever they want from it. It was a solar light. It had two vomit bags in there. What else was in there? I think that's about it. But yeah, it was a caddy that I used to put on the back of my seats. I literally just threw away, like in fact, this morning at 3:00. I don't know what to do with
it. Sell it?
No, it had like a white stain on the front of it. I think probably one of the Tylenols got wet or something leaked out. I don't know. But I used to have like my name and stuff on. Let me see if I get that thing. Hold on a minute.
There should also be a game to like an apocalyptic kit. You guys got to build an apocalyptic kit. You get 20 items. What are they? The apocalypse just happened. There's zombies everywhere.
Right.
You have your car and you get 20 items. What 20 items do you take? You know, that kind of thing. Like, you know, and then the best answers win. Like, well, I'd take 20 things of KY lube. Okay, winner.
Different categories of actually, I totally lost my train of thought on that one.
So I used to like this had like a little clip on it, and then I had a stain remover in there because I used to take people to the airport quite often. Had quite a few of these in here. Tylenol, thanks, my 5-star rider. So I had up here was already it says thanks my 5-star rider, and it had like driver sensei. This little light. Oh, I could get this light away to somebody. Oh yeah, so it still works. And then I had a little trash can that was in the side of the door. All I did is took one of these little cups that was in the side of the door. I had condoms. I used to keep condoms in here because I used to do a lot of late night riders. So that would be inside. I'm telling you, people used to always say, "Hey, bro, hey, you got a rubber?" And I used to only do nighttime rides. And then my little trash can had the word trash and rubbish in like 12 languages. Japanese is like Korean. So I wrote the word trash in like all these different languages and stuff. Yep. But that's my bag. And then I used to have a room temperature one and then a frozen water in here as well. And that's going in trash.
The days of rideshare when we cared. How we came across to people.
Yeah.
Now it's like, dude, they don't pay me enough anymore to buy any of that stuff. You don't get anything.
Yeah. And now you're lucky if you get a cord.
Right.
You might need a vomit bag.
No.
You don't need a vomit bag?
That would be hard to puke in. That looks too small.
No. They open up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, look more like a diaphragm than a vomit bag.
And then you twist it up. And then do the little thing with it. Supposed to put it in that little knot somehow.
I bet you anybody that's ever puked in that has never tied it off. They just throw it.
There you go. You do it like that.
All right, I bet you nobody does that. I bet you everybody pukes and it's all over their hands and everything. They just chuck it.
You know what? I uploaded a video when a guy, he was in the car, right? So, like, I only do, like, late nights, right? And it's always the younger hype people, right? So, I had one group. They was all hype. Boom, boom, boom. I had the music going. They was all hype and stuff. Well, I guess they had a little bit too much to drink. And they start feeling it. And the one guy, he's in the passenger seat. So I look in the back. I'm like, hey, give me one of those waters. So the girl give me the water, give it to him. I was like, give me one of those bags. And I gave him the bag. I was like, hey, go ahead, use the bag. He was like, no, I'm good. I was like, do you want to take this $2 bag or do you want to pay $200 in cleaning fee? And the girl was like, take the bag. So he opened up the bag. He's leaning against the window. Yeah, turn up the music. I'm like, let me go ahead and slow down and stuff, man. Fill that bag up. Yep. I remember I used to use that saying all the time.
Yeah.
Do you want to pay? Do you want a $2 bag or do you want to pay a $200 cleaning fee?
Yeah.
They be like, all right, just give me the free bag. Fuck that. Give me the bag.
Yeah. Usually, if I somehow some drunk snuck past me to get in my car at that point, they were usually a lost cause. They didn't want anything to do with my suggestions or.
Oh shoot!
Go fucking like it's like, all right, dude, puke then.
Right.
You know.
Yep. But my worst mess, like I only do like night crew, right? So the most I go out, I used to go out just mainly on weekends. The party scenes, that's why I like the most. I stop at about 6, 7 in the morning. Once I start doing airport runs, I stop at there. But in my late night scenes, out of all those passengers, the only time I've ever had a mess was a girl who brought inside a milkshake. And she spilled a milkshake inside of my car. And not only that, she tried to get out the car without even letting me know. She didn't say, hey, excuse me, I made a mess back here. She tried to get out of the car and just leave the milkshake in the back of the car. That huge mess. I like, you did, yeah. And so I took the pictures and I sent that thing in an Uber. Got my $80 though. I was like, that's a one expensive milkshake right there.
Yeah. No, I know. And then it starts it goes everywhere and whatnot.
Yeah, she just tried to. All right, she didn't even say thank you for the ride. She just tried to get out. I'm like, you despicable piece of crap. Like, who raised you?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel good. I feel good about my Tuesday now. Now my whole week's coming in place. So
well, that's good.
Yeah, so that's
glad
good.
you got some ideas now.
Yeah, no, I did, and because I got a full week, and that's like a fun thing I'm doing this week, and I was like, I was starting to stress it a bit because it was creeping up on me. I'm like, not stress it, but like I was like, okay, I need to get these ideas together.
Yeah, I'll probably just test them out in your head, like verbally go through them, so you can see how long it's gonna take, so you could be prepared for the amount of time that it's gonna take.
Yeah.
And then you know.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try and have like 3 or 4 rounds, try and shake it up. Have a lot of chat participation when it comes to voting.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a condom. You thought that was a condom? What?
A drone.
This is a horse condom. Were you collecting horse semen?
Plus, it doesn't look very protective, or like the tip of it doesn't look very fun for a woman. It's all squared off. And...
You got, all right, hold on. Do you not? All right, here's a condom, and here's what you thought was a condom. Those are 2 differences. Look at that. This thing swallows it up. Oh, gone.
Nice.
What in the world? Lordy D. I thought that was a condom.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm actually destroyed from today. I'm gonna get ready to do some barbecue in here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
My son
out
and
there.
I are gonna make some steaks. I went to the store today and everything in the meat section was on sale. I was like, this never happens. So I like bought a ton of it, dude. I spent like $100 on meat today because it was all like half. It was all like half off though.
Right.
I was like, I'll just freeze it, dude. It's been so expensive lately that whenever it's on sale, man, I don't even look at what it is. I just buy it. Like I have this sale bin, and whenever it's a good sale, I'm just like, I can figure out how to cook it. I don't give a shit. Give it to me. You know, like that's never been the way I've been in the past, but now that's where I shop. For me, it's in that bargain bin. That's it. It's like, you know, I don't go pick out a steak anymore or something. Now I'm like in the bargain bin going, where's the quantity stuff?
Exactly.
Wait,
this right here, this call, see that right there? By that girl not telling me, just being disrespectful, this cost her $80. It was $80, maybe $85 or something. I think Uber charged her. Like it spilled all over, just these little dots. But the thing is that it ruins your night, you know? But I took pictures of everything. I like, look, you see that? I know they were probably thinking that's.
You better hope that's ice cream.
Look at milkshake. Look at I zoomed in on this. I was like, I told Uber, like, she messed up my entire night. If she would have told me, I would have pulled over. I had cleaning supplies in my trunk. We could have handled it, taken care of it. But no, she tried to sneak it. She tried to slide, shimmy on out the car without letting me know. So that's all right, though. Mm-hmm.
She might have just been leaking.
No. Oh, man, no. Oh. Somebody didn't use that condom. She could have stuffed paper towels up in there or something. Squirt a Rideshare.
Right, or she was getting it on somewhere and the Rideshare showed up and she's like, I gotta bounce, and she put her pants on or put her skirt back on, then got in the car, and then it was just dripping the whole way off. Wait, can I take that back? I shouldn't say that on the live.
Oh man. Oh, that's disgusting. That is super disgusting.
That is super disgusting. I shouldn't have said that. Look at the whole chat went quiet. Everybody stopped typing.
Like, whoa. Hey, today's Sunday night. Hey, it's Sunday, man. We can't talk about that.
Well, a couple of those shots could have been sent to Uber and been like, look, I don't know what you condone, but if you think this is okay, like I don't know. The one looked a little frothy.
Yeah. Mixed in with that new version of gonorrhea. Makes it a little frothy.
So you guys all go have a great Sunday.
Oh man. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you get back to your chat. Yeah, just message me if you got any issues or if you need to work on something, if you need to revamp any of your games, or if you want me to nitpick it, all the what ifs. I'm good at all the what ifs. Yeah, just message me and let me know what you need.
Man. Thank you for the help. I knew you'd be helpful. I saw you in here. I was like, wait, he'll be helpful to me. So,
yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, y'all be easy out there. Later.
Oh, always fun when he stops by. I haven't had him on the stream in a while.
Right.
Yeah. So it was funny because I came into this tonight saying the one thing I need to do to just get it out of my mind so I can do all my work is I need to figure out this game thing that's going to be fun on Tuesday, and I didn't want to be stressed about it. And so I was like, and I saw him in there. I'm like, wait, he does these all the time. So that worked. I think that got a little gross today. So sorry, guys. You know, sometimes on Sundays, we've said this before, we never know what's going to happen. And that's one of the dangers of watching this on Sunday. Thank you, Sensei, for joining us. That was awesome. Yeah, I think, Mac, I'm going to go cook some dinner for my son.
Sounds good.
Hey, make sure everybody here, I'll put it in the show notes. I got no show notes for this right now, but check out Mac's channel and subscribe to it so that he makes content. We're trying to push him into it so that, you know, the more people he has.
Absolutely.
OnlyFans has brainwashed. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's brainwashed him in a good way, though. You know?
Well, good luck with that barbecue. I'm missing my barbecue. I mean, not missing it as in I can't get to it. It's like apartment living and they don't allow them here.
Yeah. They don't have a communal one?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't want to use it.
It's sketchy. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't have one of your own out back or something? Or?
There's no, can't have any open flames.
Oh.
So that leaves any barbecue.
Oh, like on your.
Unless I want to do electric.
Right. Yeah.
Like Foreman grill or something. That's not barbecue.
That's not barbecue. You can do like pulled pork with one of those, though.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, Mac, thank you for joining me. I don't know why Gary. I think it's probably because I kept changing the time. It's probably my bad.
He's sleeping.
I'll have to roll it back a little more because it seems like midday is when people. But I was running late because I was hiking and.
Right.
And I'm trying to get my hike back on, dude. It's been, like I told you in the beginning, it's been hard, man.
Yeah.
Like my dog was having trouble, dude. Like on the last mile and a half, I was like, are you kidding me? Like there was a lot of people out today, and normally he's off leash the whole way, but I had him on the leash, and I was like, my arm was behind me. Like the last mile and a half, which never happens. He's a border collie. He's got tons of energy. Right. But I was like dragging him, dude. I'm like, what's up? He's like, I'm like,
carry me.
I'm like, see, this is the damn pandemic.
Right.
This is what it's done.
Yeah.
Like we all don't have breath anymore, and it's like, oh my god.
You
know, I try and get out for some peace and quiet, and like the trails I go to are pretty. You really don't run into a lot of people, but like today, it was like the mall.
Oh wow.
I'm like behind other couples. I'm trying to pass. There's like people that, I mean, there was just people everywhere. I'm like going, dude, this is what people do now because they don't want to hike. No, but people just don't want to spend money anymore.
Oh, right.
You know, they're looking for, I mean, here in Colorado, we all try and be healthy anyway and do that kind of stuff. But there's even more people doing it now. I feel like everybody's like, dude, we don't have the money to go do anything. Let's just go hike.
Yeah. I was just even driving around today and everything. I just started to feel like I was like, wow, it's hard to believe. I mean, 2 years. It was basically July 2nd was 2 years that we made the move from Boise to here in Portland, and it's now feeling more or closer to home again. So it took us 2 years to feel a little bit normalized, but that's it. The pandemic. I mean, even the rest of the household and everything. Most of them are still all camped up at home. They don't usually really go out.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, man, I'm just kind of trying to get there myself.
Right.
And it's just because I'm, I got tons of friends here and they're all kind of they're starting to get back out and stuff, but it's not the same. It's not, you don't go out and see like the same scene, and it's just, you can tell it's like recovering.
Right.
It's like going somewhere and like half of the place is like being fixed and it's all like taped off or something. It's like that kind of feeling. Like you go to like a regular spot and it's all janked up or something, barely anybody's there, and it's like one of those, like, during construction, please bear with us, even if it's not construction. It just feels like people just aren't back and people don't trust each other yet, and they don't want to be around each other.
Well, it was weird to see even movie theaters and everything start as far as cars in the parking lots now.
Well, our movie theater's been raging. I still haven't been to a movie since the pandemic.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's one place I just haven't. My son's gone a few times. It's just one place I don't want to go.
Right.
I just always remember that scene in what was it? It's an old movie with Morgan Freeman and
Outbreak.
And yeah, like that scene in the movie theater,
right?
Where the lady coughs and you follow her germs up through the venting, and I'm thinking just that one cough, right? And that's all I'd need if I was like in a movie. And before, this would have never happened. But if I heard one person go, I'd be like, I'm gone. Bye.
Right. Exactly.
Even if you're really into it, one cough, I'd be like, I'm out.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I understand they're open, and they did put, like, in our theaters, I don't know if they did this in everyone. I know most restaurants and stuff did this too, but they put HEPA filters in, like, big major systems, overhauls.
Right. That's good.
Like, actually, like, probably too overkill. And in fact, a lot of the restaurants did it too. Like, a lot of the restaurants were pressured, like, hey, if you have the HEPA, you can have people inside, when they were just trying to figure that part out here in Denver.
Right.
So it was like, wait, we can open up to the public and have people inside if we have the HEPAs. And it really was never a law or anything, but it was just kind of like, that's what we're allowing.
Right.
Okay,
right.
Well, then I guess we'll buy a $10,000 HEPA filtration system.
Did you guys have a lot of outdoor type, like, modifications?
Yeah. We had a lot of, like, places that were just serving right from even the doorway.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, like, by me is Colfax, and Colfax is like a lot of mom and pop places, and all of them were like that. They just kind of put like tape up and like a makeshift something, and they were just taking it right there at the door. Yeah,
there's a lot of temporary structures that were put up and everything that allowed them to be able to have outdoor seating.
Yeah, I agree, man. And I mean, it's great because it allowed me to keep having some of the food I love and stuff. And I'm glad some of them survived. A lot of them didn't. A lot of really great, amazing. We have great, amazing food here in Denver. And a lot of my favorite places went down during the pandemic. Like, never to return. They're gone.
Right. One of our gig delivery platforms that I like their platform is called Cluster Truck, and they had one out there in Denver, but I think the pandemic killed it.
Yeah, I mean, food trucks, they all like survived. They all thrived. In fact, they're killing it. People love food trucks. You don't have to go inside anything. It's a very contained environment. It's
Cluster Truck was actually a delivery platform that software based and everything, and they have their own drivers. They're W-2.
Okay.
And the drivers it was a situation where the drivers literally would roll up to the place and they were handing them the orders out the window. They had it perfectly timed, and their delivery radius was only like, I think, 4 miles.
That's what Gary and I used to say, is that they need to this was months back when it was still pandemic-y, but we used to say they need to have like centralized locations for pickups for drivers where all the food gets moved to, and then it all gets sorted and organized and batched out.
Yeah, that was one of their business models, because they've got all their menu items and everything are perfectly timed. They know how much it's going to take to prepare it. They know how much it's going to cook it, and they know with the drivers how long the driver is going to take to get back, and they time it exactly for when it starts. And literally, it's like they're literally handing the food out the door as the drivers are rolling back up for the next order. And that's the way it should be.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see, man. We're, like I said to you today, I don't know what just happened, but I go to the store a few times a week, and this is the first day where I haven't even seen it creeping back. And maybe I haven't been to the store in about a week. So this is a little longer than normal for me to not be at the store. But when I went today, I saw, I'm not talking about some either. I'm talking about like maybe a third of the people had masks on, and I haven't seen a mask in forever.
I know.
So I don't know who scared these people, but I'm pissed at them. Like knock it off, dude.
I've noticed it today too. I mean, there was a lot more today. I mean, it's and you're right though. The workers, there's more workers actually masked up.
Yeah, and it wasn't a supermarket thing because they weren't all masked. I saw people working that weren't masked. I saw people working that were, and I saw people that absolutely were shopping, and the older people seemed all masked up again.
Yeah,
like I saw all the like 60-year-old pluses I saw in there. They were all masked, and I was like, dude, what is going on? Who scared you again?
That was probably something that was put out.
Well, I know it's kind of been, there's been a little bit of it, kind of creeping around again, but it's like, I thought we all came to the conclusion it's just going to be around now. It's just going to, it's not going anywhere. It's just going to be a thing now.
Right.
Like I've had it 3 times, it's just something you get.
Right.
It's like, it's some people look at me like I'm crazy. Like you're like saying it like I do. Like you're like, yeah, me too, kind of thing. And it's like some people look at me like, dude, you've had it 3 times. I'm like, yeah, and every most of them have been pretty light, other than the first time.
It's amazing too how much the whole hand washing and that type of stuff, just basically general hygiene and stuff, it actually helps too.
Yeah. But I mean, think about it. Before the pandemic, nobody cared. Nobody washed their hands. Nobody said, I'm sick, I'm not going to go to the store. People went to the store completely sick with the flu, coughed on fruit, coughed on their hands, coughed on your face. Nobody cared. Nobody cared about you or anything. And now people are like, well, now we got to put masks on. Okay, well, you should have put a mask on anytime you were sick, if that's really how you feel.
Right.
And you shouldn't endanger people's lives anyway.
Yeah, that was that.
So,
that was,
I don't know. And there was never really a solution made for it, though. If you really think back to the beginning, unless you had family members or friends around where you could call them and say, hey, can you get me some groceries? The solution was, if you don't have anybody around, it was kind of like, well, I have to go to the store, dude.
Yeah. That was, I remember actually, even during the height of that, anytime one of our kids would get like a sniffle or something like that, it's like, oh, okay, I'm home for a week. Because I didn't want to jeopardize actually coming down with something and then going back out and delivering and infecting others. So yeah, that was tough.
I don't know that everybody did that though. There were a lot of people who didn't really care. I'm telling you, like even a lot of gig workers that I know who just didn't care. They just were like, I don't care, dude. Like I got to go work. I'm like, well, you can't. Like everybody else is caring a lot. You can't just go, I don't care. I'm going to go travel around town and interface with everybody.
I hate dirt and blue as a kid. Right.
All right, guys. Well, it's 1:58, so I'm gonna end this now. Thank you for joining us. I'll be around all week doing stuff. So, and Tuesday night, don't miss. If you were paying attention to all this, don't miss that game show. It's gonna be fun. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and it will be Long Island Dash Experience versus the Alaska Gigs and Guns versus the Driven Dad, Tony and Lisa. And
nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I don't know how exactly it'll work, but we're gonna have fun. So join us here for sure. And see you around this week. Peace, guys.
Thanks, Steve.